Okay, so here it is. This is what is critical before you do that New Year's resolution, set those goals, do a vision board, whatever it is that you may be doing this time of year. It is critical that you take time to align. And what do I mean by that? You need to take time to align with yourself. Otherwise, I think sometimes we just listen to all that outside noise and we don't really stay true to who we are, our purpose, and our desires. So, how do we do this? I'm going to give you a few tips to help you walk through this process. Now, this can be a very short process. It can be an hour. Don't make it months long. Okay. This is just a very short exercise to kind of just do that internal check. First of all, is to reflect. And I like to reflect for the year to really figure out what are the things that I liked? What are the things that I felt good at? What do I wish I would have done differently? What do I wish that I did, period? And then kind of take that into the right now. A right now is really about assessing the facts. We can't really go forward and think about forward when we don't really know where we're at. Sometimes we look back and we're like living our glory days or how I felt back then or what I accomplished back then, but we're not really looking at right now. Like, where am I at physically, spiritually, emotionally, socially? Just take a very quick inventory. This is more like an inventory list, just the facts. And then as we're looking forward into thinking our goals, make sure that they're yours and not being influenced by somebody else. Maybe it's an employer, maybe it's a spouse, maybe it's what the neighbor's doing. Maybe it's scrolling on social media saying, oh yeah, it looks great to lose 20 pounds, or yes, it looks good to get up at 5 a.m., or that's going to be my goal. It needs to be what is true for you. And it needs to feel light. It can feel a little scary, but it should feel light and exciting. It shouldn't feel heavy, like, whoa, another year of trying to lose 20 pounds, right? And so in areas for me personally, there's certain things that I want, but if I frame them the wrong way, I pull back from them. So I'll give you an example. If you take dieting, for example, if somebody tells me I can't have carbs or I need to lose 20 pounds, I'm going to eat a loaf of bread within the next 5 minutes. So a lot of it is just about framing. When I think about being fit, and I think about actually getting to shop where I want to shop and cook where with who I want to cook and eating really healthy, diverse foods, that excites me when I think about following a program and getting to have accountability and see progress and learn. I love learning about why am I doing certain things, or why is this food good, or what does this do to my body? So that's just framing it. So if I can stay focused on those things, that's what gets me excited versus the word, the things that get thrown around in the external world, like the word diet or lose this or change this. So when you're looking forward, think about those things instead of just setting goals. Rather, it's like, of course, I want to increase my business, right? When I think about numbers don't do it for me. But when I think about serving people, or how am I going to serve people, or different products and different things that I am going to produce to where I put out in the world and I get excited and working with a team, those things excite me. So whether I'm doing a vision board or writing goals down, it needs to be framed that way, right? So I get excited about it. But hopefully I'll end up with an end result. And about that end result, leave room for questions like, what else is possible, right? Like, it is really exciting to think about what else is possible, but sometimes we just write those goals down and know that sometimes they can be bigger than you've ever imagined. So leave room for that. I always do my goals in good, great, and awesome, or where I want to be or travel or what I want to accomplish. And you guys, sometimes it's just things like being more present or having more patience or having more understanding. Those can be goals too, right? That's just something that we need to work on personally. I'm a big believer in personal development, that we're never ever done with personal development. So just reflecting on how you were last year as a person and really how do you want to show up for next year, right? So leave room to keep asking questions, keep room for there to be amazing things to happen that you are ready for, and know that somebody or somebody's are waiting for you to show up as the best you. So take this critical moment in time to make sure that what you're thinking about for next year aligns with your true self. I hope you have the best year. I cannot wait to connect with you and hear all that you're accomplishing.